law. What is her crime?
That is the question, because up to now we have not had. Man, the crime is just that she's working for La Republique, and I'm asking myself if it is a crime. They say that they have a different country, and that nobody who is working in Yaoundé should come to their country or should be in their country. I mean, I'm asking myself, what country are they talking about? What diplomatic relations do they have? Where is the seat of the country? And that is where the problem is.
If that's her crime.
Hold on, technical staff. Hold on. So, Mr. Manjo, he talk say the crime where if I talk staff, I don't know, sometimes they babble. I just think say they live in so much fear where they not feel react with their normal mind. They are afraid. Mr. Manjo is afraid because if he speaks the truth, then he will die. But he should not be on this program if he cannot speak the truth. If he cannot speak his mind. Most of them come there just because they want the small allowance that they will give them, small pocket money to pay their transport that they will give them to go back home. But he has to know the truth. We have clearly articulated to our people the charges of Mrs. Munde, so you cannot say you did not know. Then after he said the crime of Mrs. Munde, na say we talk say it represent La Republique, Ambazonia inside La Republique. Yes, that is the crime. That is treason. Any Ukrainian now, where he talk say it represent Ukraine for inside Russia as a Russian territory, will be arrested. Any Palestinian, you cannot be in Palestine and you say that you represent Palestine in Israel parliament. You'll be arrested. Those of them who are parliamentarian in Israel, they are living in Israel-controlled territory. So anybody where the nobody elect you, Cameroon appoint you using this a fraudulent election for represent Ambazonia inside La Republique of Cameroon against the aspiration and wish of our people, you don't commit high treason. We don't announce them, all Ambazonian activists, all have agreed and make announcement that there should be consequences for betrayal and for treason. So there is no doubt about it. So when he talk say, you don't know which country be, say we get our own country. And then the same time, in other clips, he talk say Southern Cameroon don't have any union with La Republique du Cameroon. It makes sense because these people are clearly not making sense. They are living in a bubble. Mr. Manjo have to come back to his senses. The Southern Cameroon, the British Southern Cameroon that he spends his time to defend, he spends his time to articulate that does not have any union with La Republique of Cameroon, is Ambazonia. It is one and the same thing. Ambazonia is a succession state of the former British Southern Cameroon. It is the indigenous name of the former British Southern Cameroon. It has been articulated in court by Gorgi Dinka. It has been represented diplomatically by Ambazonian people. We as a people, in our right of self-determination, have the right to choose the name and political outlook of our territory. And our people have embraced the Ambazonian flag on the 1st of October 2018. They have embraced the identity, they have embraced the national anthem, and we have all rights to call it Ambazonia. And if you are a puppet in Ambazonia representing La Republique in our territory, you will be arrested. That's the law of the land. You should know that you will be arrested. It's not a matter of debate.
I just started saying that in a struggle, in a fight of this nature, there are always sacrifices on both sides. And at times, one other party needs to stand in a position that will inform the other that he also is in a position of force. And one of the things which we said, that if it could go by arresting and releasing, then the Anglophone crisis would have had a perfect cause. But if we start...
Can you stop there a little bit? So I love this guy, Dr. Ako John Ako. I just love him. He has been very consistent. Despite all the challenges of operating in that system, he has been very consistent. So there are actually say, me say you two they commit the same crime like Mrs. Munde. And he make a very powerful point. He says that in this situation of war, the other party needs to show that they also are strong. They need to also to demonstrate strength. And there shall be sacrificial lambs, talking about the people that have to be sacrificed for this type of war. And he even go to mention that Regina Munde arrested by the Ambazonian Defense Forces and her whole ordeal was reasonable according to his commentary and his own opinion. And he's dead right. In a situation where the one party, the former British Southern Cameroon, a state, have been annexed, have been recolonized, and is waging fighting against a war of subjugation by the aggressor state, La République du Cameroon, we must show force. We must demonstrate our ability to arrest those who seek to undermine us. John Akko is definitely right.
Happens that it might be a crime to Regina Mundi for citing the government in the sense that some.
So, Dr. Akko John, he talks say actually it might be a crime for what Regina Mundi is doing. And I really appreciate that he's a little bit, he's honest, even though he cannot really come out to say the truth because he will be killed. There's no free speech there. But he says that Regina Mundi, it's possible that she has committed a crime, even though he condemns killing and all those stuff. But what do you expect for people who kill? Even the Bible says that you should pay an eye for an eye. You must consider the gravity of the crime of enabling. Enabling genocide, enabling recolonization. Colonization is defined under the Geneva Convention and under international law as a crime against humanity. So for the crime against humanity, something that violates every tenet of law, if you are a party to that crime, the proportional punishment to give you, in most countries, life imprisonment or death. And in a war situation like this under a military tribunal, what do you expect? If you are a parliamentarian, if you are a senator representing Ambazonia in La République, you don't have a mandate. Our people have never voted you. You must be doing so knowingly, making the choice to become an impostor, to misrepresent our people. So you must accept the consequences because what you are doing is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. They know that they are not elected. They know that our people don't want them to be there. But they choose to be there because they want to fatten up their pocket and look for opportunities for their family members and their children at the expense of our people. To sell our people so that they will continue in destitution, in poverty, and they will continue to live fat and be treated like kings and queens.
It means somewhere that the interest of the common man has been sold for common stomach issues of politicians. The politicians.
So when I hear very well the honesty of Dr. John Akko, there is a direct relationship between what you call a lawmaker, a people that were supposed to be championing the cause of the common man, a people that were supposed to be representing their constituency. They go against their constituency and stay in that house called Senate without being able to represent their people. They have sold their people for their stomach. They have sold their people. They have not just sit there quietly, but the fact that they carry that title as senators, parliamentarians, lawmakers, and they sit quiet while the Cameroon state slaughter their people shows you the gravity of their crime.